People of YouTube, hello and welcome to Unclaimed World, which came out on Steam today as an early access game, and I guess you could call this a strategy game. If you played Banished recently, let's turn the volume down here as always. I forget to do that. If you played Banished before, this is kind of like that. So Unclaimed World is and is going to be, because it's obviously still in development, a game where you land on a Earth-like planet. And it's hard sci-fi environment, so there's no like super mega scientific breakthrough that changes the lives. It's kind of like it's near future situation. So backstory is actually quite interesting. So before I even show you the gameplay, I'm gonna give you some of the backstory, which is kind of delivered on here, and there's also on the website of the Refactored Games, which are I think a 2 or 3 people outfit that are basically making this game. By the way, even though I compared it to Banished, I knew that this game was being made way before I knew Banished was a thing at all. So don't think that, someone is stealing some ideas. There were games like this, and I explain what I mean by like this in a bit. Again, way before I knew Unclaimed World was a thing. About like 5 or 6 years ago, I heard someone call them aquarium games, where you don't have direct control over your units, but instead you kind of give them priorities, etc. Anyhow, the backstory is quite interesting. So I think it was in 2034 or 2080, a huge asteroid smashes into Earth, into Pacific Ocean, I think, or Atlantic Ocean, and like a lot of people die as a result of natural disasters. So the Earthlings are like, whoa, this was dangerous. Almost all of us died. We need to make sure humanity survives. So they built a giant spaceship with colonists, and to colonize another planet which they recently discovered. By the time they reach that planet, because there is obviously no time travel. There's no time travel. There's no faster than light or light speed kind of travel, and this thing is very far away. So it takes them 100 years to get there, and by the time they get there, the Earth doesn't give a shit anymore. So when they contact, I think they contact or whatever Earth, but the news reaches basically like, okay, our ship made it. But in that time, in that 100 years, the society has changed very much. So they are all kind of into virtual reality. There's no labor. The machines are doing everything, so everyone's just having a good time on Earth, while these 2100 people arrive on the new planet, and the Earth is like, whatever, man, whatever. We sent you? Sorry, I don't remember that. I'm busy with my virtual reality over here. So it's a pretty cool concept. Like you kind of are on very this important mission, and it was given to you, and then you realize that no one cares anymore. So, like, your own survival is up to you, kind of thing, which is, I guess, it always is in a manner of speaking. So anyway, let's start the game. This is one scenario, so this on early access. I actually don't know how much the game is going to cost, because I'm just playing a review copy. There's only one scenario at this point, and the idea is that a couple of scientists, or a couple of maybe I think it was 50 scientists or something, were trying to prep the ground for the colony ship to land and start colonization of the planet. But things went bad because they were attacked by local animals, alien whatever life forms, and not like sort of animals, like exactly, they're not aliens with like guns, but animals, wild beasts, and because of that they had to like run away, and then they crashed. So you in this scenario you will be controlling 4 guys who crash landed, and you are trying to like help them survive basically, but there is no direct control. You're kind of setting priorities, and you are not like one of them or their leader or whatever. You're kind of like the community, so you are their sort of mental, I don't know how to call this, a summary of their desires and wishes, and what they want and what they need. And so like you basically, when you set priorities for them, it's like them setting priorities for themselves. So that's your role. You're not actually a thing in a game, which is pretty cool and not often used in video games nowadays anyway. So anyhow, this is just a report on what happened. I think they were attacked by, it's kind of important what their name is. I forgot what they're called, the alien things. Quadites, yeah. So there's different kinds of quadites. They're attacked by a bad kind of quadites. And this is where we start. There we go, cool. And the first thing about the game, I guess, that everyone will more or less notice is how beautiful it is. And that's what I noticed. There's no zooming in or out. You're on this luscious, beautiful alien planet, and you need to survive, because this is our shipwreck. And what we need to do, probably the first thing we need to do, is salvage stuff from it. So you just set a priority like this. So like, okay, I want this salvaged, and people will go in there, and I guess only one guy does this, so everyone else can do something else. Ooh, thunder chicken, hunt the shit, hunt it. God damn it. They're running. Whatever. That's good food, but they just ran away from me. So that's not very easy to do. Right. So what we need to do is we need to set up camp, right? So there's going to be night. It's going to be cold. People are talking here. You can see the conversation will appear on the screen, on the map itself, and this also will appear on here on the left of your side. And there's a log of things that are happening. This is quite important, actually. This is more important than it was in Banished, or is in Banished, because you may notice very important stuff, and then you will miss otherwise. Right. So we need to also salvage the engines, because we can use one of the items there for cooking, which is, again, otherwise we will die. So in terms of the menu, this is just the time and the weather that is predicted, the temperature. You cannot really pause the time unless you do that, I think. In terms of options, there isn't really much in the game at the point, like it's just full screen sound, music, etc. So that's very bare bones. Right, so we're salvaging this. Everyone's working. Very good, guys. It's very nice. Let's actually salvage everything before we even move on to something else. And that will give us enough materials. Our camp is here, so that's why they're all going to bring all the stuff that we gather here. And when we're done with that, we can also salvage the tail. Oops. So the interface is a little bit fiddly. Like, selecting stuff is a bit weird, because it takes more precision than it should. And sometimes, like, a sub-menu disappears before you can click it. But again, game is in alpha. It's just only coming out to early access, so I mean, it's forgivable. But just saying, I'm basically gonna outline stuff that you may run, the problems you may run into, and what is good about the game, obviously, and also the problems you may run into as you're playing this, so that you know that you are making a informed decision on whether or not you want to invest in the game now. So this is our build menu. This is our, basically tells you what resources we need to show on the map. Is it just food or all kinds of resources like raw materials, stuff we can build. This is all what we have. Here you can see, like, this is the stuff we already collected from the ship. Tools with it we own. We can make an improvised cooking pot. We actually should start doing that right now. So you increase the amount of that, and then someone will get on it. And this is the task that people are doing. So say this guy is making... actually, it's not assigned yet, but one of them will be assigned to make an improvised cooking pot. Now, that's all great and beautiful, but we need food, and we need to also explore the area. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mark the area here with my left click, and then tell them to scout. And also we need to get some sticks and stones so we can build stuff. And so I click new, gather. There's nothing much here but stones. Let's get like 2 stones. Actually 3 stones while we're at it. It's pretty close, so they should be quite quick. Guys are standing around anyway. You can see that they're kind of tired now that they worked a little bit, and that they're not hungry yet. That will also show up. So again, kind of like Banished, but interestingly enough, this game I think was in development before Banished ever existed. And I can't remember the name, but there's, I think, a Russian game that was like made in 1990s that was a very similar thing where you don't control your units directly, but you kind of set the priorities, and its name was kind of famous. It was like something about Majesty, Dynasty, something, Majesty, I think it's called Majesty, to be honest, but I'm not entirely sure. There's some food here apparently, so why don't we gather that? So Conlan is going to be on it. Let's see if we can build something. No, not yet. Okay. So I think we should get some sticks and stones from there. Oh, we don't even... Okay, let's get firewood to start with. Then actually just in general explore this area by telling them to scout it out. And he is, I think, he just got that food that we asked him to get. Okay, and they also like kind of talk to each other to sort of create the, more immersion, I guess. It is possible that we will be attacked at some point soon. We can build now a campfire. Very good. So if you go to build menu, you just build it and you place it down somewhere. Let's say we put it down here. and someone will be on it and they will build it. And then after we have the campfire and because we had the pot that we made, we will be able to cook stuff and hopefully not starve to death. I managed to survive 3 days here. Again, the stuff I'm telling you can also be gathered from the tutorial here, and help. For some reason they're kind of separate. Help is like more succinct, you know, it's just very kind of information like, okay, do this to do. I think help is, oh actually no, maybe the help is the longer version. One of them is longer, one of them is shorter, but they're very useful and you should read them. There is a gameplay video that developers put out on YouTube, but it's not without commentary, so even though it did help me to actually figure out how stuff works, it wasn't like, yeah, because it's not a commentary, you won't like learn everything from it, but it is pretty useful. So we can gather some more food now because we scouted the area out, and we can get all this stuff. Some of it is actually plants, some of it is animal life forms, and I'm not even sure we will be able to get all of them, but we're gonna try. Another thing we can do then, after we have the food, we can go into here. So we can, for example, make roasted Cernobite, so we can put someone on it and they will make it. And see how we have now also crystal berries, but I think crystal berries are consumed raw, while other things are consumed after being cooked. So we can also make liquid gun if we so desired, but I'm not sure if we can actually use it for anything, for hunting, because we don't really have a way of oh, actually this is a weapon, a way of shooting anything, so we don't have any liquid ammunition for it, unfortunately. We do have a normal rifle that we had with us, so if we need to use it, we can. Someone should be also cooking right now, and the next thing I need to do is build a shelter so they can sleep at night, because this is already afternoon, soon there will be evening, and yeah, someone cooked something. There actually should be fire and smoke coming out of there. I'm not sure why that's not happening. Oh no, because they're eating the raw food they got. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see if we can build a shelter. I guess we need sticks and stones. Otherwise, they could break our bones. Let's see what we can get from here. This area. I'm just basically like concentrating on the area for now. And so, oops, there you go. That's what I'm saying. It's like slightly fiddly. Let's gather. Gather all the food. We gather firewood, sticks. Oh, let's get like 6. It should be fine. Okay, there we go. The fire is going. Someone, I guess, cooked some food. Yeah. See, Ilya Khan is complaining that they should leave more for everyone. So they have something to eat, which is good. So this is the kind of low nutrition food that we're eating now, I think, because the big stuff is kind of harder to hunt, like the thunder chicken that ran away from us. But it's possible to do, and at some point we'll also get a bow, and then we can use bow and arrows to hunt as well. Right, I think they're gathering the sticks, and then as soon as they have them, there we go. So now we can build shelter. So I'm going to do a, let's say, a lean-to, I guess. What would I need for a dome shelter? That actually looks better. Okay, one sec. We need, no, that's the wrong one. Shade leaf canes and thermal tarp. Okay, we're gonna run out of tarp anyway because we only have limited amount of it. But that's fine, as long as we have it, we can just build it. Actually, that's not the one I wanted, to be honest. That's a bit crap. Let's see if we can build another one. Maybe this is the good one. Yeah, this is the one. This looks much better. This is like sort of like a hobo bedroom. So we're gonna put it down here next to the fireplace over here, and someone's gonna be on it. And it's because it's already afternoon. No, it's still afternoon, but it's getting dark, it seems like. So we managed to get some food, but we also need to get that built so we can sleep there. Now, while these guys are standing around doing nothing, let's take a look if they can make any other useful items for us. We could make some spears. Let's make 4 spears so that everyone has them. And some fishing hooks, I guess. That's good. Let's get on it. We're getting a new shelter now. I hope it doesn't mean that we take up permanent residence here. Oh yeah, so voting. They said you were outvoted. So this guy was like for moving the camp to a different place, which you can do. But apparently they voted so that they stay here. So is everyone working now? I wonder. I think they are all producing stuff, which is good. The spears can be used for fishing and also for attacking land. I want to say mammals, but I'm not sure they are mammals. Aliens, alien animals. so they can be used for that. Now, next step is going to be probably exploring more of the area. Since, oh wait, is this already fully salvaged? I think it is. Okay, cool. I haven't tried to making the liquid gun. Maybe it's great, but I thought like I had nothing to shoot with it, so what is the point kind of thing. But maybe I was wrong. Is there any more food we can make for the people so that they... Yeah, okay, so we can make powdered crystal berries. So you can actually make crystal berries into a thing, which is great. Extremely sweet white powder. Nice. Get some sugar going. Someone should get on it. So this is the task menu over here. So we have... this is basically map controls, build menu. We can build another campfire if we wanted to. This is our inventory, where stuff that you can make or have. And this is the tasks. And you can set the priorities of the tasks through these 3, I guess, notches here. We can see here that someone is still constructing. Okay, the construction is over. Then we are producing crude spear, and fishing hooks. And we have people working on that, which is great. And at some point, some of them will go, I think, and cook the stuff that I asked them to cook. But right now, they're just all working on the spears because I think I told them to make a lot of them. Also, are they tired? They're getting pretty tired. I hope no one's gonna, like, collapse from exhaustion or something like that. Right. Yeah, they're still doing stuff. I think this one's gonna go now cook some stuff. Which is gonna be the crystal berry powder. Basically sugar, I guess. You can hunt almost anything that is moving around. I didn't manage to hunt these guys because I think they're kind of far away from me. But I think they're also possible to hunt. And yeah. Yeah, so what are you guys, is everyone working actually? So you're working. We lost this thing, so we cannot really find it. It's a kind of a large insect, I think, which also could be consumed. Okay, no, some of you are just standing around at this point. I wonder if I can tell you to go to sleep, but I think that's up, like, you're supposed to be deciding that on your own. Come on, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do any of that. Oh no, he got stuck. Okay, never mind. Let's somehow get out of here. It's instead... Oh, there we go. Disappeared. Alright, cool. But what is this? Oh wow, this is exquisite. They ate something, the sugar stuff. What are we looking at? Alright, of course. They're informing me that they will... well, not me, but I guess each other. We will sleep in shifts to maintain security during the night. If predators appear, we should have sufficient warning. It's very good. Yeah, so I think we kind of explored this area. Let's see if there's anything else any other food that we can gather here. No, I think we more or less did everything. We should probably gather some like different stuff because you don't know what it's for, but after you get it, you realize that you can use it for building things. So let's get a couple of sticks as well. We may need them later. I think we should have enough stones and get some leaves. So that will keep the people who are not sleeping busy enough, I think. Or did they just wake everyone up? I think it's possible that I just woke everyone up. I'm not exactly sure how they work in terms of like how independent they are. So if someone needs to go to sleep, do I need to kind of make sure I'm not giving out any tasks? Or do they just go like, you know what, whatever, I need to sleep now, I'm going to sleep now. So yeah, I'm not sure how exactly that works. And ooh, he's attacking something. Oh no, maybe he's using his knife to cut down stuff. Cool. Oh yeah, he's gathering the leaves I asked him to gather. So I think we can use that later, those leaves, to build other stuff. So for example, we can make a smoke oven, which I haven't actually built yet. So I'm kind of excited about making a smoke oven. I'm gonna do that. We can also build another shelter, and this is our like the only defense we have at the moment, which is the abatis, which is like a fence made from tangled curving branches, apparently, as the game dutifully informs us. Right, smoke oven. Why not? Why not? Let's make a smoke oven and put it next to whatever. Like put it here, let's say. Why not? So that's gonna be our smoke oven. There's also like a nest of those creatures that kept attacking us somewhere here, and that's one of the things you can do in this scenario. Again, which is the only scenario right now available on as part of early access. And you have the choice of ignoring that or trying to deal with it somehow, because they will be attacking you. Even though we haven't got attacked yet, this is the longest and the most peaceful time I've had on this planet while playing this game. I was actually participating in the closed testing of the game at some point as well. So, and I remember getting attacked there as well, but this is like the first time I didn't really get attacked, which is great. Ooh, there we are. There's the attack. They just appeared there. I think you can also order people to. It's not, again. It's kind of. Yeah, there we go. We're attacking them. We're getting weapons. Come on, guys. We don't want anyone to die. Yeah, we got them. For some reason, those are the smaller versions of the creatures that caused us to crash here and run away from the site. Oh, there's more of them coming. But we're ready now. We can see them. And they also attack at nighttime. So you can get injured. I actually lost a guy once to those things. Oh man, there's a lot of them. That's a lot of them. But for some reason they're not, I think, yeah, Ilya Konda got hit there, but because all of us were together and we had the spears, because I made the spears, it was pretty easy to deal with them. It's very easy to, if you're not prepared, it's quite likely that you will actually lose one of your, or several of your scientists here, or colonists rather, I should say. Though most colonists in this game are also scientists. That's how they pick them, as far as I know. Right, is there anything new we can build now that we have smoke oven? We're actually working on it. Oh, there's more of them coming. Oh shit. Get them. Get the spears. Attack them. They're kind of confused a little bit. I think they're... Ah, there we go. Die, you alien scum. Oh man, I should have said like, oh, this is actually the safest playthrough, because this is not true anymore. Please don't die. We need all of you. God damn it. Alright, cool. Okay, well, after that fight, I'm assuming you guys are hungry, except that we have nothing to eat, unfortunately. So we should probably do some foraging. So there's scouting, and then you can also forage. And that's when you notice things that you didn't see before, so like you find extra food, basically. We could also probably just like explore this area. I'm not sure it's a great idea to explore at night. But let's do it anyway, because we're gonna end, and I'm gonna end this video pretty soon. So let's just show more of the map and what kind of objects are there on the map. Well, I'm sure glad we survived that. What are you guys doing now, actually? So someone is scouting, and then someone is making a smoke oven. Yeah, probably not a great idea to make them construct things at night. Ooh, what's this? Oh, he made a risk assessment of the creatures that are attacking us, which is pretty cool. So this is where you find out that there's probably a nest, and there's several things you can do about them. So again, sort of very realistic behavior. This is what people would do, you know, they would discuss the problems they're facing and come up with plans. And it also kind of acts as a tutorial for you, but it's very seamless. So in that sense, it is very good. It is well done, I think, in my opinion. So after this guy is done scouting, we can then kind of see what he found and see if we want to gather any of that stuff. I'm not sure anyone is actually taking their time and building stuffs, but building this smoke oven. This guy's like, she's laying down like in the open, even though we have the tarp. I'm not sure why that's happening. Well, you know, as long as you like it, it's fine. It's 17 degrees, so I guess it's okay. It's not, you know, you can do that. Right. So what do we have here in general? Do you have any food that we can gather from here? Not really. Slightly unfortunate. I guess we do need to... Did we do foraging here? I'm not even sure anymore. Let's do foraging. From this menu. And hopefully that will help us find some extra food we didn't find. I really don't know why the twinkler guys here are not edible. They seem like they should be edible, but maybe they're, I don't know, poisonous or whatever. But yeah. Okay, I don't want to give them any more tasks right now because I want them to also rest, and they're also pretty hungry. So I think they're gonna die pretty soon. I don't think we did enough exploration there. Is there anything to eat here? Oh, we already did that. The minnows are make good soup, but they're not really there right now. So maybe we can also forage that area. Actually, you know what? We should probably just try and find food, otherwise we might just die. So whenever they find food when they're foraging, it will appear here. So pig flies, there we go. Where are the pig flies? No. Is it here? No. Can I hunt the area? Not sure what exactly happened there. Can I gather the pig flies? Oh, oil tubers, they're very good. We can bake them. They're quite nice, so we should definitely get that and not die of hunger. Oil tubers is basically how I survived for 3 days in my other playthrough. I'm not sure what they are. Actually, we can find out probably what they are if we go to here. And I actually don't have that yet, so I'm not sure. I love that you can use the black pulp, which is edible fruits found on the base of spoke trees, to make black spacho, cold roast soup made from the black pulp. It's pretty cool. I really love the naming that they're using in the game. It's very, very nice. It's also, again, kind of realistic. They're actually using, as an inspiration, they use this sci-fi novel called The Legacy of Herod. Maybe you read it. Which is kind of about a similar situation, about people coming to a new planet, and then, you know, there's alien species. They're kind of aggressive, but then I think there's a discussion of moral issues, whether or not it is correct to just exterminate stuff just because you were there and you need them to be exterminated. So oil tubers, for those of you who don't know, are potato-like vegetables with high fat content. So we're gonna make 2 of those into a bake. We're gonna bake them. Oh, look, Ken woke up, apparently. Very good. Anyway, possibly I'm going to end this here. I hope that this gives you more or less a rough idea of what to expect from the game, and what is in it and what isn't. So, even though I was like more or less freely talking about how to survive and what to do in this on this terrain, it does take some time to figure out. Hopefully what you watched here also kind of helps you with that. But my first few attempts were like, whoa, what do I even do? And so there is that element, and the game is not easy, but in a good way. I'm not saying this to kind of make people not buy it, but I am saying this so that you have correct expectations. So it is at very least the same difficulty as Banished, if not more, because I think there's already a lot of content. There's gonna be more content, and so the research comes into play, and production chains come into play, etc. So in the future, probably not during the early access, but when the game comes out, there's going to be more complex structures and more complex production chains that you'll have to kind of manage, not really probably micromanage, but kind of make sure that they are happening, so that, you know, you need this to make this, to make this, to make this, to finally make, you know, this product that you were trying to make, etc. So in that sense, it is more elaborate and more complex than, you know, again, Banished, which I've been comparing it with. And I think it's great. I think this has a lot of potential, and it's beautiful, and I can't wait for it to have more content so I can play it more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is, again, on early access. There should be a link in the description. I don't know what the price is because it's not there yet, so maybe it is by the time you're clicking the link. It should be live now. You should be able to buy it and download it, etc. So this is Unclaimed World by Refactored Games, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, please consider supporting in any way you can, and I'll see you next time. Bye!